RAUSCH Games!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to My Universe Mode Raw, our second Raw in the month of May here. If you ever feel like you've gone to the same places over and over and over again in your life, because that's the case here, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again coming to you live from the Quicken Loans Arena, Cleveland, Ohio, the home of the Cleveland Cavaliers, as it were. And we're back yet again for a big-time Raw card. 5 big-time Raw matches, leading off with 2 legends of the ring, Eddie Guerrero, Hulk Hogan, one-on-one here. We'll have our tag team champions in action tonight. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins of The Shield. They're going to be taking on the Primetime Players in a non-title tag team match. That one's coming up next. We're also going to have The Undertaker and Wade Barrett taking each other on again after The Undertaker easily beat Barrett last week in a submission match. We'll have John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler. One fall, non-title. The rivalry continues, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler, your WWE champion. John Cena still refusing to accept it, refusing to let the world think that he's not going to win it back in their rematch at Over the Limit at the end of this month. And in our main event tonight, we're going to have the Macho Man Randy Savage, the #1 contender for Dean Ambrose's United States Championship after Superstars this week when Ambrose agreed to a championship match at Over the Limit. Savage will be taking on Yokozuna in a one-fall match. That should be a lot of fun. Should also be noted that The Undertaker and Wade Barrett, they are fighting in an Extreme Rules match tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a good one. Wade Barrett thinks he's got a little bit more of an advantage as a brawler, taking on Taker in Extreme Rules. And Taker just absolutely could not be reached for comment whatsoever when asked what stipulation he would like for a fight. And since the submission tended to favor Taker a bit more last week, we're going to go with Extreme Rules this time around. There's a snapmare from Hogan, and Hogan looks like he's going to mount a little comeback here. Guerrero is down on the mat. And Hogan shaking off a punch from Eddie. And he's shaking off another punch from Eddie. We've seen this before. He's taking his vitamins. He's hulking up. He's getting the crowd behind him. He's singling Eddie out. And there's a big punch from Hogan. And another. And he's got Eddie on the ropes. He throws him off. And a big boot to Eddie Guerrero. And now Hogan off the ropes. Big time Hulk Hogan leg drop. And he goes for the pin on Eddie Guerrero. 1, 2. Oh, Eddie does indeed kick out after a 2 count, but that was close to the end there for Eddie Guerrero. And there's Hogan with Eddie up. Big time scoop body slam. And he's punching him in the head now. Eddie was all over this match to start out, ladies and gentlemen. But Hogan, who's looked pretty unbeatable in certain matches, but looked very beatable against JBL a month ago in our debut event for Raw here, he's just completely taking control of the legend Eddie Guerrero here, Latino Heat. And Eddie is now in the corner. And Hogan with punches to the gut on Eddie Guerrero in the corner now. And one across the jaw. That's going to do the work. Just throwing him across the ring now. Hogan using that grotesque size advantage. Slamming the arm of Eddie Guerrero down. And here's another pin from Hogan. 1. Oh, but Eddie this time kicks out at a 1 count. Eddie's getting back to his senses. Collar and elbow tie-up that Hogan is surely going to win. And he does into a standing headlock. Spins Eddie around. Club to the chest, knocking him down to the mat. But Eddie's up on his feet. And now he's got a side headlock on Hogan. And now he spins around, and there's a big back suplex from Eddie Guerrero. And now with Hogan down, Guerrero up top. Huge flipping diving body attack from the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. And now Guerrero with Hogan in a suplex clutch. He's got him up. Unbelievable strength. Big time brainbuster from Eddie Guerrero to Hulk Hogan. And now Guerrero goes up top. And from the top rope, he's going to salute the crowd, but he's wasting valuable time. From the top, frog splash, hits it, and Hogan is down. Unbelievable splash from Eddie Guerrero. Hogan is down. Hogan may be out of this. Eddie for the pin. 1, 2, 2 3/4, and Hulk Hogan does indeed kick out. Eddie's got to do some more damage. Once again, working on the arm of the Hulkster, wrenching it back in an armbar there. Decides not to hold it in for a submission. Rolls a leg, and Hogan kicks him right in the face and gets up to his feet. But now Eddie in another side headlock. Lifts the big man up over his knee. Big time backbreaker there. But Hogan again punching out. Eddie trying to do too much against the real American here, ladies and gentlemen. And another big back suplex from Eddie Guerrero right on the back of the head of Hulk Hogan. And now Guerrero runs at him, spins around, huge Hurricane Rana. And Hulk Hogan is busted open on the side of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie picks him up. And now working from behind is Latino Heat. Big belly to backside slam. And Eddie crawls off. Stomp to the head. Runs at him. And he's going to flip over one more time. Big Hurricane Rana. Eddie Guerrero all over Hulk Hogan now. And now he's got the crowd behind him. They kind of want to see somebody beat Hulk Hogan here, ladies and gentlemen. And now Eddie once again runs. But Hulk Hogan with the arm drag into an elbow drop. And the Real American, despite the blood, is going to come back here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a USA sign in the background. That means this is it. One. Oh, but Eddie does kick out at that 1 count again. Guerrero working from behind on Hogan. And there's a big Russian leg sweep from Latino Heat. No lying, cheating, or stealing here. Eddie's got him up again. There's a suplex. Rolls him over. We've got 3 amigos in progress. There's numero dos. Y numero tres inbound. The 3 amigos, ladies and gentlemen. And now Eddie Guerrero getting Hogan up to his feet. Probably shouldn't have because he wanted to hit that frog splash, but it's all right. And now Guerrero going up top. He's got nothing anymore. Hits an elbow drop to the back of Hulk Hogan. And now he's going to roll him over. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Guerrero gets a big-time win over Hulk Hogan. Hogan looked like he was going to take that match early on, but Guerrero fights back, hits a frog splash, a brainbuster, 3 amigos, gets it all. All Hogan could do was his big comeback maneuver into that big boot, but Eddie Guerrero, this is the one that really sealed it. Big-time frog splash. Look at the unbelievable airtime from Latino Heat there. And he gets a monstrous win over the Real American, the American hero here, Hulk Hogan. Eddie Guerrero takes it. And we're going to watch the replay toward the end of the match here. That's where Hogan looked like he might have come back. But then there's the pin from Guerrero. So we still have 4 more matches coming your way. Next up, we're going to have the Tag Team Champions taking on the Primetime Players non-title match. That one's coming up next, guys. And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. This is our second match of the evening. The Tag Team Champions, The Shield, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, taking on the Primetime Players, Darren Young and Titus ONeil. This is a non-title match, but man, do the Primetime Players ever want to win this. They're not really in the picture for the tag team titles. Darren Young has been on an independent losing streak recently. And wait, on the outside to Seth Rollins, big back suplex on the ring apron. Darren Young, frustrated, taking it out on the Shield right off the bat. And there's a back suplex to Roman Reigns. Darren Young all over this match, ladies and gentlemen. But Young has been losing pretty consistently. He and Titus have not really gotten anything going. And the biggest competition for the Shield right now is Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Corporation. The Primetime Players want to win this match and put themselves on the radar of the Tag Team Championships. Huge power slam from Darren Young to Roman Reigns. Unbelievable. Roman Reigns, one of the biggest up-and-comers in the WWE right now, just getting manhandled by Darren Young. But Young tries to go after Rollins again and pays the price. Now Reigns, big-time back suplex to Darren Young. Young is now down in a bad part of the ring. He's far away from his partner, and Reigns is going to work on his left leg. Elbow drops all over the place. Now Reigns twists the arm around, misses a kick there, and now Young twists Roman's arm around. And Roman Reigns throws him into and over the ropes. And Young is holding on for dear life, but now Reigns, big chop to the throat over the ropes, and Darren Young falls to the floor of the arena. This crowd in Cleveland just went crazy for that spot, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns with punches, but Darren Young following up with his own. Young may have come off a little too aggressive out of the chute here, and now both men from each team are over outside of the ring. The ref is trying to get Roman Reigns and Darren Young back inside, but Titus ONeil and Seth Rollins now going after each other, making sure it doesn't happen. And there's a big punch to the face from Roman, and another, and one more knocks Darren Young down to the floor of the arena. Now Roman Reigns running to get back into the ring before the ref counts both men out. Seth Rollins lifts Darren Young up. And he's got him, and he throws him back into the ring. The match continues on. Rollins goes back to his corner, and there's a stomp to the gut, and now Reigns drags Darren Young into the center of the ring, picks him up, and he's going to throw him into the turnbuckle. And he's got the tag into Seth Rollins. Now Roman Reigns is going to throw Darren Young off the rope, drop toe hold, elbow to the back from Seth Rollins. And now we've got a cover from Rollins, but it doesn't even hit one before Young gets up, and Young runs at him, but he gets an enziguri right to the friggin' chin. Seth Rollins now. Surfboard stretch applied, and Darren Young has got a tap, but no, Titus Young does get in. Darren Young. Titus ONeil, there we go. Gets into the ring and breaks up the hold. Now it's Seth and Darren in the turnbuckle. Titus ONeil outside of the ring. There's a big tornado DDT from Seth Rollins. Titus ONeil thrown back into the ring by Roman Reigns. The Shield going off here. Big backflip body splash from Rollins, and now working on the arm of Darren Young. Young needs a tag in the worst way. Titus ONeil has fresh legs. He can get in and change this match, but instead Seth Rollins drops Darren Young into an armbar, and Titus ONeil is into the ring to break it up. And he runs right back out, and Roman Reigns exits as well. Rollins working from behind on Darren Young. Now a full Nelson applied, and Darren Young again nowhere to go. This time, Titus ONeil kicks Darren Young in the gut to break the hold up. And now Darren Young uses the confusion, and he's got Seth Rollins up big time. Vertical suplex, while Roman Reigns does the same to his partner right next door. And now Darren Young with a big back suplex to Seth Rollins. And now both illegal partners getting out of the ring slowly. Seth Rollins into a Russian leg sweep there. Titus ONeil following Roman Reigns to the corner. Seth Rollins off the top, misses a diving knee. Darren Young runs at him. Flip over. DDT. Roman Reigns is down outside. Darren Young now has Seth Rollins up, but Rollins throws Darren Young into his own corner. And now Seth Rollins with Darren Young in the corner. Has him up. Oh, but wait, we've got a hot tag from Darren Young out of nowhere. Titus ONeil in the ring. And he knocks out Seth Rollins, rolling over. Knocks Roman Reigns off the ring apron. And now Titus ONeil works the arm of Seth Rollins. And he's got him up. Big time rib breaker. And now he's got the dog bark going on. Darren Young knocks Roman Reigns off the apron. And there's the sit-out spine buster from Titus ONeil to Seth Rollins. Darren Young is in the ring. Pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, Roman Reigns breaks it up. Darren Young hurt from the attack. Cannot get there in time. Seth Rollins carries on. There's the knee drop to the chin that he wanted. The Primetime players almost had a big win over the tag team champions here. And there's a big running STO from Titus ONeil in the corner, working over Seth Rollins. Kick to the small in the back now. And now he's got Seth Rollins up. Has him up on his body. Big time throwaway slam. Running away. Knocks Reigns off the apron. Might have been going for a pin there, but instead goes to pick Rollins up. And Rollins pokes him in the eye, but the ref can't see it. Shaded by his own body. But Titus ONeil spins out of the way. There's an elbow to that same eye, and then a jawbreaker. Nice combo from Rollins. And now Rollins with a hot tag. Roman Reigns on fire coming into this ring. But Titus ONeil slips out of the way. Titus and Roman Reigns, the big men of their respective tag teams, are in the ring together. And Titus reverses with a punch to the chest. And now twists the arm of Roman Reigns around. There's a knee to the chest, though. Roman gets out. And the big flying punch from Roman Reigns there. More of a forearm in that case, but I'm playing off of what's popular. Slamming the head of Titus ONeil down to the mat. And Titus ONeil blocks a punch, but Reigns blocks the rebound. Side headlock applied. And now Reigns has Titus ONeil up high overhead. Big time stalling vertical suplex. Dropping Titus ONeil down on his back. But now Titus flips the legs out from underneath Roman Reigns. And there's an elbow drop to the thigh. Stomping on his arm now. Running at him big time. Running STO. And once again Titus ONeil is all kinds of fired up. And he's got a series of punches. Kick to the gut on Reigns. But Reigns with a forearm to the lower back pushes off. Titus ducks a clothesline. Now from behind. Roman Reigns into a big time belly to belly side slam. Great sequence there. And now working the arm of Titus ONeil. Slamming it down to the mat. Here's a pin from Roman Reigns. 1. Oh, Titus ONeil easily kicks out there. Moore's going to have to get done here. Got a collar and elbow lock. And Roman twists out. Big time headbutt from the big Samoan. But Titus ONeil still getting his way out of that shoulder tackle. And now from behind, punches to the side of the head of Roman Reigns, and Titus ONeil is not relenting here. And now Roman Reigns going to throw Titus ONeil all the way across the ring into his turnbuckle, into the Shield's corner. But now Titus gets Roman up on top of the turnbuckle, and he climbs up after him. Seth Rollins is just watching. He can break this up. but it looks like we're going to have a superplex here, ladies and gentlemen. We do! Roman Reigns is down in the center of the ring. And now Seth Rollins is off the apron. Titus for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Roman Reigns kicks out of the superplex at 2 there. Unbelievable. Snapmare now from Roman Reigns. And now Roman's going to drag Titus to the center of the ring. 1. Oh, but Titus once again kicking out. Roman Reigns is going to have to work it a little harder here. Collar and elbow again. Reigns again comes out on top. Side headlock applied. And there's a big back suplex from the big Roman Reigns. Skating across the ring, he tags in Seth Rollins. Titus O'Neil is still down, and the Hounds of Justice are on a roll here. Seth Rollins into the collar and elbow wins. And now he's going to have his own back suplex on Titus O'Neil. Now Titus needs to start thinking about tagging out. And Seth Rollins has the headlock applied with his legs and a punch to the face there for good measure. He's going to drag Titus O'Neil toward the center of the ring. Darren Young watching on. Pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, 2 count. Darren Young does indeed break it up. And now Seth Rollins working from behind. We're going to have another back suplex. Titus O'Neil's going to have a massive headache after this match is over. One more drag to the center of the ring. Another pin. But Titus kicks out before the ref even gets down. Now twisting the arm around is Seth Rollins. And there's a big-time arm drag from Rollins to Titus O'Neil. And he's just having his way in the ring right now. Another pin. 1, 2, 3. The Shield wins. Darren Young couldn't get into the ring fast enough. The tag team champions do beat the Primetime Players. And the Primetime Players, despite really nice effort there from Darren Young early and from Titus O'Neil against Roman Reigns, just couldn't put it together. And they are still finding themselves consistently on the losing end of these matches. The Shield look unbeatable. They have taken down the $1 Million Corporation in a non-title match. They've now taken down the Primetime Players. They're running out of tag teams here in the WWE. I guess it's a matter of time before the NWO get to face them after they beat DX on Friday Night SmackDown. But either way, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are victorious. They do look great as the tag team champions here. We're going to head into our third match, ladies and gentlemen. The Undertaker and Wade Barrett Extreme Rules. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our third match of the evening. The Undertaker, Wade Barrett, Extreme Rules. This is a rematch from last week's Raw, where Wade Barrett was placed in a submission match against The Undertaker. He obviously complained when he lost, as he did lose to The Undertaker in a submission match. He complained quite a bit, and while The Undertaker himself did not necessarily respond to any of the complaining, this match was booked, and you know The Undertaker heard. Now we've got Extreme Rules, and Undertaker's going to put Wade Barrett in a world of hurt here, ladies and gentlemen. Barrett's going to be lucky if he escapes with his life. But Barrett is actually pretty confident heading into this match in front of this Cleveland, Ohio fan base at the Quicken Loans Arena. He feels that an Extreme Rules match against the Phenom better suits his brawler style. There will be no countouts. Weapons are allowed as The Undertaker reaches under the ring, but Wade Barrett uses that as a chance to take advantage here. And there are the punches that Wade Barrett's going to need, but Undertaker from behind. Barrett sidesteps, another jab, another hook. And now has The Undertaker snap suplex into the crowd barricade. And that's what this match is going to take for Wade Barrett to get a win here. Big time German suplex to the dead man. And Barrett, nice sequence there. Saluting right in the face of The Undertaker, just stomps on his back. Undertaker's not going to stop until he does indeed get a weapon out, despite all the fans holding things like guitars and crutches up for one of their favorite wrestlers. But Undertaker back in it after a belly-to-belly side slam. There's a big leg drop from the Phenom on the outside now. They're on the floor of the arena, definitely brawling here, ladies and gentlemen. And now Wade Barrett twisting the arm of The Undertaker around one more time. Punch to the back of the head. Pushes him off, runs at him, and a big belly-to-belly suplex into the crowd barricade. And Undertaker, no chance there. And now Barrett up on the apron, hits a double axe handle to the dead man. Barrett is on a roll here, ladies and gentlemen. Spins the Undertaker around, but Undertaker gets out. Barrett pushes off. And one more big German suplex, belly-to-belly there. And Barrett, again, heading back into the ring. Changes his mind to the apron, off, misses the double axe handle, but he gets the arm of The Undertaker around. And now Undertaker reverses the knee to the chest and a kick to the gut there. But a big sit-out spine buster from Wade Barrett to the Undertaker. And he reaches over and grabs a fan's novelty belt. Undertaker sits up, but he gets slammed in the back with the belt. And across the face, and the Undertaker is down as Barrett throws the belt at him. Barrett very angry this week. But he's going for a weapon, and the Undertaker takes advantage. Advantage taker. There's a backbreaker from Wade Barrett. And now one more time going under the ring. And this time Barrett comes up with a chair. And hits the dead man right in the face with it. One more right to the abdomen. And another. And one more to the head. And now he throws the chair down on his leg. The chair is broken. Barrett now working that leg. Stretching the hamstring of the Undertaker back farther than it should go on a man that old and that consistently injured. Undertaker, though, reverses with a forearm to the back. Now into a side headlock. And he's got Barrett up high overhead. And a big vertical suplex near the crowd barricade there. And there's Undertaker. Elbows to the neck of Wade Barrett. Taker now going to come back into this match. Barrett is up but groggy. Knee to the gut on the Undertaker. And the Undertaker, big elbow to the face of Wade Barrett. Barrett's groggy again. Kick to the gut. But now Barrett whips the Undertaker up and into the ring. And now working on the legs. Stomp to the crotch. And now he's just going to drag him away from the ropes. Is Wade Barrett. And now Barrett gets reversed. Heads back to the Undertaker. Big time belly-to-belly suplex. And the Undertaker is thrown high overhead. And now Barrett lifts Undertaker up. Pushes him off. And there is the big elbow from Wade Barrett. The bullhammer. 1, 2. Oh, Undertaker kicks out at 2.87, 84953. And a big belly-to-belly again from Wade Barrett. Barrett is indeed all over this match. Chair shots, everything. And he reverses into a back suplex, and there's nothing the Undertaker can do. Wade Barrett earned the rematch here, and he's putting his money where his mouth was, ladies and gentlemen. But now the Undertaker reverses, and Barrett's in the corner, kick to the gut, and now a knee to the face, and Barrett is just crawling away, rolls out of the ring, escaping with his life possibly. The Undertaker looked like he was on fire there. Does not take getting beat on too lightly, ladies and gentlemen. And now Barrett working from behind one more time, but Undertaker into a snapmare. And he misses a stomp there, but now he picks Barrett up by his throat, and Barrett again groggy. Undertaker throws him into the announcer's table, and now lifts him up by his head, and slams him down face first into the tabletop. And now Undertaker with a series of punches, and Barrett into a running DDT. Barrett's been killed. Barrett went headfirst into the floor of the arena, and Undertaker walks away, himself kind of groggy, shaking off his own head injury. Barrett is just looking unconscious on the floor of the arena here in Cleveland. And he gets up just as Undertaker grabs a chair. And he's up in time to steal the chair from him, runs at him, but he misses. And Undertaker with the flying lariat takes Barrett down. Great sequence there. And now Barrett is again groggy, but now he sends Taker into the ring. And he's going for him, but he misses. And now Barrett gets up with the chair. Taker gets out, doesn't see it, hits him in the back. And then again. And now Barrett's up in the ring. We've got the chair. And now Undertaker under the ring looking for something. He's going to come up with a ladder. And now Wade Barrett goes up to the top turnbuckle. Taker doesn't see it. Barrett misses a double axe handle, but he's on his feet. He gets up in the ring. There is now a ladder in this Extreme Rules match between The Undertaker and Wade Barrett. And Barrett hits Taker with the ladder, knocking him down. And a chair to the gut, and now Barrett sizes it up. DDT onto the steel chair from Wade Barrett to The Undertaker. And now Barrett wedges the chair into the corner. Taker's up. Barrett sends him over the ropes and throws him back into the ring. And now Wade Barrett picks up The Undertaker. The Undertaker's taking a lot here, and now he throws Wade Barrett over the ropes and throws him back into the ring. This ladder is standing ominously. There's a chair in the corner. Both men are in some pain here. And The Undertaker once again going out. And Wade Barrett off the ropes. And now Barrett has Undertaker in a side headlock. But Taker into a back suplex there. We've got a pin from The Undertaker, but Wade Barrett kicks out at 1 there. Not enough damage done. Undertaker coming back with his punches, but Barrett responds. Undertaker now throws him into the ropes. Barrett on the rebound. Big back body drop from The Undertaker. And now Barrett is groggy yet again. Undertaker sends him into the steel chair that he set up for The Undertaker. And Barrett is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Face first into the chair. Undertaker's got him for the choke slam. There's that choke slam. Wade Barrett's been killed. Here's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Wade Barrett kicks out at 2. And now Undertaker has Barrett up over his shoulder. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Tombstone pile driver. Wade Barrett taken out of this match. Count it. 1, 2, 3. The Undertaker with a big win over Wade Barrett. But we do have to say here, ladies and gentlemen, that Barrett looked much better against The Undertaker in this Extreme Rules match than he did in their matchup last Monday on Raw, the submission match. The weapons involved helped Barrett take an advantage, but at the end of everything, it was the steel chair that he set up that did him in. Taker put him through it. Barrett couldn't get back to his senses. A choke slam, a tombstone later, and the dead man is once again victorious over Wade Barrett. Judging by the veracity of Wade Barrett's complaints after last week's loss, this is probably not the last we've seen of this particular rivalry here. I'm waiting to see what Barrett says at a public forum. We're just going to have to wait to see that, though, because right now he's got to get helped out of this ring. We've got 2 matches left, guys. Cena, Ziggler, 1 fall. And then we're finishing up with Macho and Yokozuna. Don't go away. And here we are right before the match between Cena and Ziggler. Dolph ducks and Cena knocks the ref out, ladies and gentlemen. And the ref is down. This 4th match is going to get underway either way. Cena and Ziggler. And wait a minute. Cena, Mr. Stop at Nothing to get the title back with the ref down, heads outside of the ring, grabs a steel chair. Ziggler follows him and gets hit right in the face with the chair. And Cena throws it down at his feet. The ref saw none of it. And Cena saying that Ziggler can't see him. Unbelievable tactics from John Cena. Not his normal style at all. And Ziggler got hit right in the face with that chair while the ref was not looking. There's a little hip toss from Dolph Ziggler trying to get his... Oh, into a famouser. Nice combo there. Trying to get his faculties back together. Big drop kick to Cena. And now a stomp. And now working from behind is Ziggler into his side headlock. And a fireman's carry from the very, very proficient amateur-style wrestler. And another drop kick, this time right to the chin of John Cena. We know all too well what the rivalry between these two is at this point. There's a big jawbreaker from him. Dolph Ziggler winning the WWE Championship from John Cena at Extreme Rules by way of sleeper hold. John Cena not okay with it. It was not an Extreme Rules match. It was 1 fall. Ziggler won as cleanly as Ziggler will ever win. There's another Luthez from John Cena to Dolph Ziggler. And Cena, who all last month said that Ziggler was nothing and nobody, a kid that doesn't practice, a kid that works more on talking than he does on wrestling. Cena has to go back on his word this month. He has to realize he's no longer a champion because Dolph Ziggler practiced, because Dolph Ziggler worked hard. And despite the fact that Ziggler put him through a table and attacked him backstage, he still won when it mattered, and John Cena did not. Cena has to deal with all of this, and now you can see it's starting to get to him. Last week, he gets replaced in the match that was supposed to be between Sergeant Slaughter and Dolph Ziggler. Cena comes in to try to win one against the champ in a non-title match. Can't do it. Loses on national TV the 2nd night in a row to Dolph Ziggler. Comes out tonight, knocks out the referee, hits him in the face with a steel chair. Not John Cena's style, but he's starting to show that this is the lengths. These are the lengths that he will go to win his prized championship back. But now Ziggler reverses, Irish whip across into the ropes. Cena into another Luthez press. Just going to work over the face of Dolph Ziggler with those punches until Ziggler can't do anything about it anymore. And now misses the last punch there. Ziggler into a side headlock, all his own. And now working from behind is the WWE Champion, Dolph Ziggler. There's a big-time back suplex to John Cena. Here's a pin from Ziggler. 1. Cena kicks out at 1. Super Cena not going down like that. Kick to the gut, though, from Ziggler. Cena works his way out. And now a big drop kick from Ziggler to Cena. Cena now going to twist the arm of Dolph Ziggler around. Has him up, big-time body slam. And Cena going to go up top. Huge leg drop from John Cena. And now Dolph Ziggler is down and Cena backs off. It looks like he's priming himself for the AA. This could be a short match after that chair shot. He's got Ziggler up and down to the mat with the AA. Cena going in for the pin. Lifts the leg. 1, 2, 3. No, almost, but the champion does indeed kick out. And an elbow to the face into a jawbreaker. And Dolph Ziggler's alive in this match again. Ziggler got a headlock in now, and he's going up for his headstand. We know that one. He did that a few times to Mr. Cena over the past month here in their amazing feud. It's still unbelievable to call Dolph Ziggler the WWE Champion. He worked so hard last month. Say what you want about the guy. Most of the crowd here does not like him because he resorted to cheap, dirty tactics, but leading into Extreme Rules, tables and chair shots and all that stuff. It made sense, and he won the belt. He got in Cena's head. He won the title from him. And Cena now has to work hard to get the title back. Cena's the one that has to prove to somebody else that he should be champion. It's not familiar territory for him. And now Ziggler lifts Cena up, and Cena's groggy. But he reverses out with a big elbow to the side of the head. And now Cena has Ziggler reverses snap suplex. And Cena's down on the mat once again. But Cena slapping the ring, gets up. Ziggler side headlock, twists the arm around. Club to the back of the head and pushes Cena off. But Cena with a running shoulder tackle. Off the ropes, another shoulder tackle. Waits for Ziggler. Spins. Back suplex, throws him down. And now Cena gonna lift him up. Throws Ziggler into the ropes. And Ziggler with a big super kick. Cena's jaw implodes. 1. Oh, but Cena does indeed get his sources back together. And now Cena with Ziggler up on his shoulders one more time out of nowhere. And there's another attitude adjustment. Another AA. This has to be the match. Cena for the pin. 1, 2, 3. This time he got him. John Cena gets a win over the WWE Champion. He hasn't been able to do that in weeks, ladies and gentlemen. But he picks up a win. And these two do have a rematch scheduled. John Cena has used his rematch clause, and Vince McMahon has signed off on it. They will meet again for the title at Over the Limit. That is just 3 weeks away at this point. We never know what's going to happen. John Cena gets the big win here over Dolph Ziggler, and now Ziggler's going to have to go back on the defensive. They're going to see each other again. We don't know a stipulation yet, but I am sure that we will see them in the ring quite a bit between now and Over the Limit. And after the match, Ziggler not happy about that chair shot. He's looking at John Cena, but Cena ducks, and Cena with a punch to the face, and another, and the crowd is squarely behind him, and Ziggler gets thrown out of the ring, and the hero stands, and the villain leaves. But let's all remember, the hero used a chair. And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the Macho Man being attacked by Dean Ambrose from behind. And the match here from the Quicken Loan Center is underway. This is our main event from Cleveland, Ohio. The Macho Man Randy Savage taking on Yokozuna. We haven't seen Yokozuna since the first Raw of our 2K14 Universe mode, where he surprisingly beat John Cena in a non-title match. That was the night, if you may remember, where history was kind of rewritten, and Dolph Ziggler proclaimed that he would very soon become the WWE Champion as he is today. Yokozuna is taking on the Macho Man Randy Savage here, who has not made it a secret that he wants Dean Ambrose's United States Championship come over the limit. He challenged him to a fight after beating him in a submission match last Monday night on Raw. Dean Ambrose did not initially accept that challenge for the United States Championship, but after watching Macho Man lose to CM Punk on Superstars, Dean Ambrose, deciding he had an advantage over the Superstar, agreed to a championship match, and that's led many to ask whether or not Macho Man was just playing possum against CM Punk in a match that really means next to nothing for his overall card status. But either way, Ambrose accepted the challenge, and it has been guaranteed that we will have a championship match for the United States title at Over the Limit coming up in just 3 weeks. Into this match now, here we go. Macho Man taking control after a big toss from Yokozuna. And now Macho Man with the strength with a huge body slam to the much larger Yokozuna. Macho trying to go in for a kick, but Yoko shakes it off into a big-time back suplex from the big sumo wrestling superstar. Punches and kicks now, and Yoko is completely in control. Has him up by the neck, but Macho into his shoulder breaker. Nice reversal, nice athleticism from the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Savage and Ambrose are sporting a relatively new feud here in the WWE Universe, having just started up after Extreme Rules, after Ambrose defended his United States Championship for the first time in a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match against both JBL and Eddie Guerrero. Eddie, who we saw beating Hulk Hogan earlier tonight, trying to stay in that U.S. title hunt. But Macho Man came out of nowhere last Monday night on Raw in the main event and beat Dean Ambrose without the title on the line in a submission match, embarrassing the champion and setting up the attack that just happened before this match here. Ambrose only said that he would have a title match against Macho Man after watching Macho Man lose. You have to think that a man with that kind of mindset, despite how powerful and destructive the Shield have appeared so far in this 2K14 universe mode, a man with that kind of mindset is going to look for every cheap advantage he can take. So starting this match off, slamming the Macho Man's head into the steel stairs outside of the ring, well, that's definitely part one of his master plan. And now Macho going for a pin here. Whoa, not even a 1 count. Yoko kicks out. Macho now, side headlock. Going to take Yokozuna and whip him into the turnbuckle from behind. Spins him around. Throws him shoulder first into the steel ring post. That's a whole lot of man crashing in, but Yoko is right up. Macho with a huge arm drag. I don't even know how he lifted him. There's no torque on that kind of move with a man that size. There's an eye rake from Yokozuna to Macho Man, and now straight up is the Macho Man on Yokozuna's shoulder. One more time, huge toss across the ring. Macho Man all the way across the ring, and Yokozuna just stomping, taunting him. Macho runs at him, stalling neck breaker, accepts the taunt and turns it into an advantage. And there's a falling knee strike from the Macho Man, trying to take control in this main event again. Now Macho lifts Yokozuna up, big punch to the face, and a second, and one more sends the big man down to the mat. They are both getting very fired up in this match. Crowd here squarely behind the Macho Man, Randy Savage. They would love to see the United States Championship around his waist. And now another big-time body slam from the Macho Man, and he's dancing for the crowd. He's probably going to try to go up top here, ladies and gentlemen. And he does, and the crowd is loud. The crowd loves it. He points to the sky. Elbow to the chest of Yokozuna. Macho's got to go for the pin here. He's got to get him while he's stunned, because that big man's resiliency is going to kick in otherwise. Macho for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Macho Man does indeed beat Yokozuna despite the attack from the United States champion Dean Ambrose. John Cena finally gets a win over Dolph Ziggler despite the title not being on the line. And Wade Barrett is once again killed by The Undertaker. This has been a great night for Raw here from the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you back here for NXT, and as usual, if you like this video, leave a big fat like on it, and if you're new here and you like my universe mode, subscribe, stick around. We're going to have a great time for NXT. But wait a second, here's Dean Ambrose. He's coming back out. They have a match at Over the Limit, and there is going to be bloodshed over that United States Championship, guys. We'll see you next time.